Hello everybody, my name is Arturo and I'm a personal trainer. So this video is I'm going to be doing a live reaction first of all, and then secondly, it's going to be, we're going to do a live reaction to Project Resistance, the new Resident Evil coming out, and then I'm going to tell you, with my knowledge as a fitness trainer, how to survive a real zombie apocalypse. I'm going to do everything I can to make that as real as possible, so we're going to have that little discussion here. But first, let's get into this reaction, because this game looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So, here we go. Wait, everything's unmuted, so let's turn this up a bit. Shut up.
Peggy 18.
Okay, so that was the trailer. Obviously, I'm not going to Tokyo because I didn't even know this was going to happen, and I don't have money to go there. So you can fix that. You guys can fix that, though. Yeah, you guys could pull all your money together, and I can give you guys more info on that. Anyway, my first initial reaction is this game looks a lot like Left 4 Dead. You have like just a couple random people. They just sort of meet up and they have to survive the zombie apocalypse. And this swap out like Left 4 Dead, like the zombies and like power up monsters with like Resident Evil versions. Because at this point in Resident Evil, they're not very intelligent. Looks like, because they have Mixer X. Looks like we're on Resident Evil 2 type time, and they're very slow and sluggish. And then you have the lickers and all that. And then the guy in the background, who's controlling all the computers and everything. I wonder if that's just gonna be like a single person, and that'd be like he's controlling all the zombies, and like he has the gloves where he's controlling Mr. X, and X gonna give it to you. He's gonna come out. X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you, and so it'd kind of be like a Dead by Daylight type of thing, except like maybe like a VR type thing. I don't know. That would be a cool way to implement VR into Resident Evil. Just like, boom, you are Mr. X or something. You are a licker, and then you have like, I don't know, maybe like a power glove or something instead of like the normal motion controls. I guess they would give you. But anyway, that's my initial thoughts. So on to the next thing. Is the fitness part in a real life zombie type thing. So if we were in a Resident Evil type situation, and like in this game, Mr. X, slow zombies, sluggish blind lickers running around, pissed off dogs. So during the initial outbreak, we're not going to know where it's coming from. Some people are probably we're gonna be dead, zombified. You're not gonna really know who it is at first, and maybe until it's too late. that's just kind of how they get you. It's like they kind of sneak up on you, let you get close just because you're comfortable and familiar with normal people, I guess, or people that you know, and then all of a sudden you're like on the ground being, I don't know, zombified yourself, and then the process repeats itself. Um, so there's gonna be a few casualties. Okay, there's gonna be a few casualties at first. That's unavoidable. That's how the zombie apocalypse starts. So it's gonna be a little sad. If you can get past that, we can be good. You might be a little bit of a sociopath, psychopath, unempathetic type person. I don't know, but once people start realizing, hey, there's something going on here. Uh, People who are dead are coming back to life. My first reaction is to go to the grocery store, and the reason that is, I know it's a lot of populated area, but that's where you're gonna have your food and all the supplies and everything. Okay, there might be zombies there, but if you can close off like any type of big windows, you get the grocery aisles, you knock all the stuff off of them, put them in front of the doors, barricade as best you can. Okay, and then you take the supplies, whatever you can, and then look for a way out in the back, because all the zombies are gonna be trying to get in through the front. They know they can see all the movement and everything. Okay, and then for me, I try to get as many as I can to go with me to the gym, because a lot of people can be out of shape. We need the equipment there to get people in order. We're gonna hold out there for a little while. That's why we're bringing supplies. And all the glass on there is gonna have to be barricaded. Hopefully, we have someone who has wood or something. Maybe we have to run to some sort of construction like Home Depot, Lowe's, sometime that's going to have things that we can board up or whatever the windows and everything with, and then put heavy stuff in front of that for extra support. So I like more 2x4s pushed up against it, like keep that in order. Then we train people. It's going to take a few months. We have to go back and forth for supplies, keep going, and anybody who has, and also have to find out what was people's skills before all this shit started, before all this stuff started, and figure out how we can utilize that. So if anybody was good with the gun, we're gonna need that. If they're not attracted to sound, right? If they're not attracted to sound, and especially. And if not, hopefully they have a crossbow or something that's more of a silent weapon. Because shotguns and handguns aren't going to do too well because they're going to be loud, very loud. And anybody, just anybody who has anything they can bring with them, like physical supplies, that would help. That would help. And then vehicles, we all have to use our own vehicle, and whoever's got the heftiest, biggest vehicle is going to be the main one. Because it's very, I guess, it's got a lot of support against the undead, you could say. It's got a lot more momentum. It's got, it's a lot bulkier, like I said, and it's gonna be a lot harder for a group of zombos to stop it. Like even if they walk in front of it, you're just gonna have more momentum behind you. That's how it works. If we can get a hold of a semi, that would be good too, because that's even better, and we can put everybody who's not in driving in the back, and we can put our supplies and everything in there. I don't know about anything about seating, but hopefully we can have like some sort of cushion so that way if we ever have to stop, we're not just brushing up against, just flying up against the back. We're gonna be stealing gas, basically. We're gonna be stealing gas from all the gas stations at this point. Because the economy is non-existent. We're in survival mode. So, I'm not even getting about the fitness part of it. I'm just talking about planning. Okay, so the fitness is going to take a few months, depending. Just because we have to get everybody started. We have to get everybody physically fit. And we're all going to be in various different levels of training. Or various levels of fitness. So the ones who I'm going to concentrate on first are going to be the most healthiest. You know, I'm going to do all. I'm going to do it every 3 times. You know, whatever classes. I guess I'll have to split it up into 3 different. Like trained, semi-trained, and very trained. The very trained, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave them to themselves because they pretty much are good. They can be. You know, we can all do this together. The untrained is semi-trained, like people who maybe work like a manual labor job or whatever, but they don't really work out, or they don't work out that much, something like that. Those would be people I'm going to mainly concentrate on, and first, and then right after that, we're going to have the very untrained. These guys are going to take the most work and effort, and basically it's gonna have to pour everything, all the knowledge and everything in there, like I would with an actual client. So they're gonna have to bulk up, you know, to increase their metabolism a little bit, and slow down, or increase their metabolism and shed off all this extra weight that it's not necessary. You know, a little bit's gonna be good because we don't know when the next time we're gonna find food. We don't know how scarce it's gonna be, and after that. You know, everybody's going to work on their oxygen capacity because that's going to be our main energy source. So we're going to be doing a lot of structured breathing, I guess you could say. Breathing, what the heck am I trying to say? Breathing exercises, yeah. So we're going to be doing like meditative type stuff. So, you know, really get our oxygen, our respiratory and cardiorespiratory system working well, and then we had using the treadmills a lot to build that up too. And we have to really worry too much about muscle. If we end up losing muscle, that's going to have to be written to live with that, because what's more important when it comes to zombies is more of escaping than trying to fight the undead, because they're already dead. The only thing that's going to kill them is a blunt shot to the brain. So, you know, we're going to worry about hand-to-hand combat. If our long-range weapons don't work, like our guns, our crossbows, if those don't work, then we have to worry about when they get close. We're all going to learn very close combat maneuvers that are killing maneuvers. This, like, straight for the brain. So, like, we're all going to have to be armed to the teeth. So, with our gun, we're going to have some sort of like knife or something, or a bat or something that we can use when they're close up. And there's going to be methods to that, I guess. You know, combat arts, none of which I really know personally. I know there are some people who do, so I'm going to try and meet up with them. Like for instance, my cousin knows that he was throwing knives. I've had a little bit of practice with, I guess, not really baton twirling, but you know, like, I don't know. It's basically what it is, but you can, I don't know, maybe you can come up with some sort of art on our martial art in a way to fight the undead when we're not actually fighting them. We'll be practicing with each other and all that. Anybody who even has like a samurai sword and just as art would work, you know, anything that we can use would be perfect as a blunt force weapon. And then we also have to train using those, like I said. And that's going to require a lot of oxygen and patience. So we're gonna have a lot of stress at the same time. So we're going to have to learn how to handle our stress management, and just patience and all that, because the majority of the world's zombies, and anybody who gets hurt by one is going to be a zombie. And pretty much that's it. That's all I can say. That's really all I can give you guys. So if you guys have any questions for me, or ideas, opinions about this video, you want to hear more about surviving a zombie in real life, put that stuff down in the comments below, and subscribe for more stuff like this, because it's going to be coming out. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And Jack's Blade Fitness, coming for you, man. Everybody have a good day. Peace.